everyone. As you know, I like storms a lot. So now I'm going to show you my storm book collection and tell you a little bit about each of my books I have. First, I'll tell you about this one that I haven't got. I got not that long time ago. It's called In Katrina's Wake, and it's about the hardest hit places in the New Orleans. Throughout the book, it shows pictures of what houses and buildings have looked like after the hurricane, and with the breaching and sitting under loads of water for weeks can do. This book also has some poems, personal stories about what has happened to them as well. Here's some more photos. Many photos throughout the book like this. Another Hurricane Katrina book I got is this one called Before and After. This one is not based on New Orleans, but this one is based on what Katrina has done to the Mississippi. Throughout here, these are photos of what it looks like before Katrina and after. This has houses, businesses, churches, all sorts of things. As you can see, you see this nice, beautiful house, and then you see it afterwards. That is how many of the photos look like after Katrina. There are over 100 photos like this. It's pretty interesting how much damage this one hurricane has caused. Another Katrina book I have 4 Katrina books all together, is this one called Hurricane Katrina Through the Eyes of Storm Chasers. And this is also a photo book about 2 storm chasers who go to Gulfport, Mississippi and film Katrina from a beachfront hotel, and they catch some amazing pictures that are pretty amazing. Here it talks about their arrival and the arrival of the hurricane and their first arrival to Florida. And even though the Florida may look intense, that's only the beginning. Here's some storm pictures. Waves, the wind. Here they start filming in Gulfport. Throughout you'll see pictures like this. Before you know it, their hotel is guttered with Hurricane Katrina's storm surge. Look at this. After that, not long after Katrina, they filmed the aftermath that Katrina caused just in Gulfport itself. Some you can see how much Katrina has caused here as well. My other Katrina book, my last one, is and also the oldest one, is called just Hurricane Katrina, the storm that changed America. And this is more of about the story and about the government story, and it's about what happened. This is about New Orleans and Mississippi, and it shows many pictures of the destruction, the damage, story in the Superdome and how it was like, and here's some of the photos you'll see, and survival stories, rescue stories. So this has like combined of all of the storm, the aftermath, the stories, and it got a timeline. You got some other facts about other hurricanes in here and how the levees breached and all kinds of things. There's some more photos you'll see. So this is a pretty interesting book. Now I got other books about storms, like this one, Guide to Global Hazards, is about all kinds of natural disasters. You got tsunamis, you got earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis. There's mudslides, hurricanes, tornadoes. It got it all. Got everything. It even got stuff about like pollution and global warming. So this is quite an interesting book. And it has like a lot of maps and photos and diagrams. Here is yet another book about different storms. Right here, called Extreme Weather. It's about all kinds of extreme weather that's happened through history and different types of extreme weather, hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards, ice storms. It got some historical photos and stories about strange weather and bizarre weather, and got some pretty nice photos of places. Got some extreme storm photos as well. Got a lot of information in here. Shows you how much damage tornadoes could do, like some of the worst tornadoes. And Hurricane Katrina is even mentioned in here. The Tri-State Twister, Hurricane Andrew. Here is another book that's also similar called Restless Skies. They're also about storms and history and about floods, hurricanes, stuff, like even the dust storm that happened in the 30s, that flood that happened in the early 90s, that snowstorm that happened in the early 90s as well, Hurricane Andrew, Hurricane Katrina, the Tri-State Twister as well, the New England Express hurricane, and then throughout it has, that's just the beginning, and then throughout the book it's stories about all kinds of weather and stuff, and more in depth. Shows like scales of power of tornadoes and hurricanes. Right here you can see this is the strength of a tornado by the Fujita scale, 1 to 0 to 5, 1 to 5, and it also has all kind of other information, maps. So yeah, another one is this one that's about hurricanes. This is about like 3 major hurricanes. This is before Katrina. This is like about Andrew, the Long Island Express, and like the Galveston hurricane. And it has a lot of pictures throughout it. It tells a story about each hurricane and personal stories and stuff, and really old picture. This is of the New England hurricane that happened in the 30s. And then you got Hurricane Andrew, tells about that. Hurricane Andrew, and also tells about the hurricane